Welcome back to Ozarks Live. It is now time for another edition of our weekly Dollars and Cents.
And Tom joins us with the latest from the Resource Center. Tom, what can you tell us about Risk Score?
Well, I tell you, I probably don't know enough about Risk Score to tell you anything, but he does. Bruce Porter, of course, always good to see you, Bruce.
Good to see you.
All right, and remember, at the end of this interview, we're going to have a QR code, so you want to have your phone ready because it'll lead you to all the information that you need to know about the Resource Center.
Sure.
All right, here it is. Is it time to evaluate your risk number? First of all, what is a risk number?
Well, you know, when times are volatile like they are right now,
Yeah.
no one knows what do I do with my money? Where do I put it? Do I put it in a bank? Do I put it in brokerage? Do I put it in annuities? What do I do with it? Well, no one's ever really evaluated how you emotionally feel about your money.
Well, it's a simple question. I want 10% with no risk.
Exactly. That's okay. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week.
There's
Right.
no reality in that request, though.
Well, there's
is
no
there?
reality, but where can you get a simple direction as to where to go? Well,
Okay.
the answer is you answer a few questions that will dive in to how you feel, and it will provide a risk score number.
Okay.
Now, let's kind of move forward. It evaluates the volatility of your investments, how much you're willing to risk or lose. Your profile manager should make the investments that align with your risk tolerance. So once you establish a score by the way you answer these series of questions, that'll establish a number, and then the portfolio that is designed to accept your money
Right.
should have a score that also matches what your tolerance is.
And you really need to answer these honestly in order to get a true risk assessment.
That's right. And then, as soon as your investments go down, everybody goes, well, what do you mean? I had a risk score of this and that. There's no guarantees of performance moving forward. Risk score simply makes sure that the different investments that are in your portfolio match your personality and what you're trying to achieve as far as your objective.
And
Now,
this question at the bottom is an excellent question to ask.
yeah, how would you react if you dropped 20% in your portfolio? Well, if you're positioned correctly, it should have no effect on your decision making.
Right.
If you're making contributions, you should continue to make contributions. If you're making withdrawals for income, you should continue to make withdrawals for income, regardless of that. Now, nobody likes to see a negative, but it is life, and that's what happens.
It's reality, right?
Now,
okay.
If you consider a few things, what's changed in your life? Have you retired? Are you married? Do you have children that are out of the house now? Your financial goals, how have they changed? Your wealth accumulation versus preservation. Like, are you in an investment type plan or are you in a retirement type plan? They're two totally objectives,
Yes.
different objectives. The priorities are different for each type of plan. And the results are going to be basically, we need to do a stress test to make sure that it fits what you're trying to accomplish.
Well, this is why you have someone who can help you with your financial planning, because that changes all the time.
Constantly.
I mean, my ability to take on risk when I was 30 is a whole lot different than it is now.
That's exactly right. That's correct. Inflation is a factor now, and it wasn't a factor for the last 20 years.
Right.
Market volatility is a factor now, and it not so much a factor in the last 5-10 years. After 08, everything kind of stabilized and went on a march upward, and we had less volatility.
But
now,
these
all of a
figures
sudden
and
we do.
everything, they're like a living being. They do change. Nothing is constantly status quo.
That's exactly right. Policies, procedures change, tax laws change, estate laws change, investment, everything changes. So you need to just be aware, because we're constantly faced with different decisions. What do I do with my rollover?
Yeah.
A local medical company now is paying out a pension. What do I do? Do I understand my options? What are my tax consequences?
And these are the
All
many
of this
services
stuff.
that you do offer here. Why don't you pop up that QR code, because
Yep.
that's what we promise them.
There you go.
You can give them a call, talk to Bruce, his team, and they not only care for your money, they care for you.
Yep,
Right here
absolutely.
at the Resource Center. Back to you guys.
All right, Tom, thanks so much.